Hey YouTubers, it's kappa Convict here bringing you another tech video. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the HD60 from Elgato. So without further ado, let's get on. This is to the point, no nonsense tech video. So first of all, let's get the Elgato HD60. Now this is what it looks like. This is the version you should have. If you want to then start, if it's the first time you've actually got this, you need to download it. Just basically look in your box and it'll actually tell you the link which you need to go to, or just type in Elgato HD60 download and it's usually generally the top one. Just make sure it's the Elgato main website. And then when you get this, this is how you plug it in. So the one where you've got this single HDMI on its own, this is to be plugged to any sort of TV or monitor. That's all this is, because this is the output of the Elgato HD60. And at this end, you've got two wires on this side. Now, this small little wire here you can see, which comes with your device, is the micro USB, which also powers your Elgato HD60, and you plug it into your USB port. Now, I've got mine plugged into my USB port 3.0, as it's the latest, and it does seem to reduce the time of lag on the Elgato. But if you haven't got one, it doesn't matter. You can use 2.0, as that is what this is generally designed for. It's the HD60S, which is a new one. That's the one that's going to be running on the 3.0 on there. So definitely, if you check out the HD60S, make sure you've got a 3.0 USB. And the other wire here, as you can see, is anything that you're plugging into your device, such as like PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or as you can see, currently I have my PC, and all I need to do then is pull this out, plug in my PS4, Xbox One, and I'm good to go. Away you go. So let me just pop that down there, because we don't need that now. So let's talk a little bit about some of the programs you can see on here. As you can see, I've got the program already loaded up. I'm on here and you can see my beautiful face twice. Just kidding, guys, just kidding. But let me just talk a little bit about this for you guys. Oh, I don't want to make it big. Just keep it there. Thank you. Right, so when we come on, these are the kind of things you'll see on here. At the top here, you can actually go to the HD preferences. Now, as you can see, I'm using an AMD Radeon R7200 series, and I've got it on the highest quality. Now, if you're streaming, you may need to change a little bit with this depending on if you're getting any sort of lag. But for just recordings and doing YouTube videos, it's good to have this on the highest quality, as you can see. Now, this is the capture. I don't really tend to do anything with this, but if you want to add it to a different location, I just leave it in videos. It's easier. And I've got the enabled stream command, so you can basically have like overlays and stuff added into your videos. That's what that does. Sharing, the only thing I have on here ticked is the MP4. Now, the reason for this is when I've done a video, generally if you have this one ticked here at the top, it'll actually automatically convert any videos you do. So if you do a video and you mess it up and you go, oh my god, no, that sounded wrong, and you cancel it, it'll actually convert that, or it'll go to convert it automatically, which is very annoying. So I've just put it on here, so I have to physically click and say yes, convert this into MP4, rather than automatically, I don't care what video you do, I'm converting it, sort of thing. And then down here, these are the only ones I've got on here, which is webcam and overlays, the live commentary audio, and the Elgato sound capture. And these, if you want to use a different program, you can export the files, such as like if you're using an editing program or anything like that, then you can actually use that if you want to. The updates, obviously automatic, hotkeys I don't use, and advanced, like I said, just on the highest quality. That's all you need to do. Then you come down to here where it says Game Capture HD60. As you can see, it's on 720 by 30 frames per second. The reason for this is my webcam actually is 720 and it does run on 30 frames per second. Hopefully in the future we'll get an upgraded one. I really do want to upgrade my webcam to 60 frames at 1080p, which is what I would prefer it to be. And then on here, I don't generally tend to touch anything as such. I don't have an Xbox One. PC, there isn't really an option for PC. It just says other. So I just leave it as PlayStation 4 because it doesn't really make any difference. As you can see, this video is still recording fine. The only thing I do change on here is the profile to 720 and then I untick the 60 frames per second. Again, that's because of the USB webcam. Otherwise, the webcam would not display it at all because it's obviously not able to run at 60 frames per second and 1080p, and the quality on the best. Because obviously, again, if you're recording, like I said before, if you're having any problems and you're streaming and it seems laggy, then you may need to reduce it a little bit. It will lower the quality, so try not to lower it too much, but it will obviously help with those streaming if you are lagging. And then just put on stretch to definition on there, and don't convert it to 640 by 480 because it kind of tends to make it rubbish. And rest of them I don't use. Don't touch that, I don't touch that or that, and I don't do anything with that either. Only just touch them, obviously, if you have any problems. As you can see, only adjust that value if the TV fades to black while connected to the Elgato Game Capture HD. So if it goes completely blank and you're not getting anything from it, then you just need to obviously fiddle about a little bit with that. Okay, so we've done that part. Down here, the game audio. Now this will only, the bars will only come up and down, obviously, if something's running in the background. I've got no game sound in the background, and you do need to have record enabled. Sometimes as well, if you are using a playback device and it doesn't seem to work, and it worked before, cancel your game capture, make sure it closes down, reopen it and try again without changing settings. And sometimes I've noticed that it tends to get stuck and it doesn't recognize that you've done a change, so you have to cancel it to reopen it for the game audio to start again. And as you can see here, I'm using the PX22s. You just click on this and then just select what your recording device is, and that is obviously my headset. Now, before in the previous video, I said you needed to use the Elgato sound capture in order to get audio. You don't generally need to do that. You can click on it and bring it up, but I've not been using it now as I seem to be more experienced. It's not really necessary to have that running. So it's completely up to you. You can still run it that way if you wish, but you don't necessarily need to. The only thing you do need to do is come back down here to where the little audio icon is, and you go to playback devices. Now as you can see, I've got mine running playback, so anything that plays back through my TV will go into my headset. The reason for this is it's actually connected into the back of my monitor using the 3.5mm jack. As the PX22s, you'll notice you actually get a couple of different things. You get a little box which you can connect into, add in advanced options such as having subwoofer sounds, louder booms, or if you're going to start chatting and stuff like that. You can do extra stuff, or you can just use it as a normal pair of headset with the 3.5mm jack. And that's how you need to do it, and it will record easily as well. And you don't need to go into properties or touch anything, just leave it as default. So you're just basically clicking on that, saying yes, use that as set as default on there, and then go to recording. And as you can see, my device is already recording, it's already ticked, it was set to default. And before in my previous video I said you had to go into properties, into listen, and then you had to click listen to, and then you had to change this as well. No, you don't need to do that either, just leave it all as blank. The only thing you want to make sure is that the playback device is what it's supposed to be, which is obviously my TV, because I am running it through TV for game audio sound. And if you want to hear your voice when you're speaking, just click this box and apply, and that will make it so when you speak, you'll actually hear it here in the headset. I haven't got that ticked because it is pretty annoying hearing you speak and then hearing it speak for you as well. And as you can see, default playback device, I've left it completely as blank because it's already selected what it should be. And that's it, guys. That's really all I wanted to show you today. It's just basically to give you a quick update on the Elgato HD60, as I've had it for about a year now, or just over a year. So I've had it a fair amount of time. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It helps the channel to grow. If you do have any problems, please feel free to put in the comments below and tell me your problems. I will try my best to help you out as much as I can. I also may show you, as I've got as well, Xbox One controller, which is connected, as you can see, by wire. You do need it connected by wire, but you can actually play audio through this without having it connected to your PC, so you can actually just almost have hands-free. If you have batteries in, possibly it will work hands-free, but I don't have no batteries in this. I've just got the USB wire here So that's it, guys. That's all I want to show you guys. I will show you an update on using the Xbox One controller. If you want to see that, please feel free to put in the comments below. This is your boy Kappa signing out. And as always, guys, I salute you. See you next time.